Hey guys, so I got the hives behind me and my trusty dog. She's like a bee magnet. I have to not let her get too close. She looks like a walking bear skunk, don't you, girl? Yeah. So to protect her from getting attacked, I'm just keeping her away because bees do not like the color black. So I put my photos of my hive update yesterday when I inspected it, and I posted on Facebook to a beekeeping group, and I asked them kind of like, was something wrong? So my suspicion, because this was my very first hive inspection, and so I was thinking, based on the amount of drone I was seeing, I thought maybe I had a working layer, and that worried me because I know the odds of requeening would be slim to none. So I posted it and I asked if everyone thought maybe I had a working layer because the pattern was really scattered. I'll post a picture here of what it should look like, and then what mine looked like was much different. So fortunately, a few of the more experienced beekeepers, they looked at the photos and they zoomed in on them, and they actually zoomed in so much that they found the eggs in the picture, which with my own eyes I actually couldn't see. So I'm probably going to do what some people do, which is use a magnifying glass when I'm inspecting, because when I was looking at it I could not see the eggs, and I know, you know, I was tilting it at an angle where the sun would shine in and I still couldn't see them. So one of the beekeepers actually pointed out to me that it was a single egg per cell, which was a good sign, because a failing queen as well as a working layer will apparently put 2 or more eggs per cell and only make drones. So the good news was she actually could spot the 1 egg in every cell. And so the good news is I do have a queen in both hives. The maybe good news, maybe bad news, is that they're new. And apparently, I didn't know this actually, but it can take them a while to figure out sort of how to get that pattern down. They said to keep an eye on it for a few weeks. Make sure she's not going too close. Okay, we're good. They said just keep an eye on it for a few weeks and see if the pattern gets better, and if it doesn't, I'll need to requeen. And if I do that, I will definitely be making a video on requeening, because that's actually something I really don't want to requeen. That makes me really nervous. I've just heard that so much can go wrong. So anyway, if you are a beekeeper, feel free to comment on the inspection if you noticed anything about it. I know I need to clean up the hive. There was a lot of burr comb in there, and there was a lot of drone cells. So I need to get to that, and I bought a spacer so I can just make sure that they're equally spaced, because I noticed that the spacing was a little off. Some of the gaps were too big and some of them were too small. She's trying to get stung. Come here, girl. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna just watch it now. I'm just gonna monitor it, but I'm gonna leave them alone for a week this time. I did give them some honey and I did give them some brood. So the one closest to me, I took it from the other one and put it in there. So I'm just gonna watch them. I'm hoping I don't have to requeen them, but if I do, if anybody has some suggestions on the best way to requeen, I read that putting the queen at the entrance is the best way to do it, after of course I capture the other one and remove her. Do you guys agree with that? So if anybody knows the answer to that, let me know how you have requeened. And then one beekeeper actually suggested that I take some supersedure cells or some swarm cells, if I see either one, move them over into a nuke box and let her hatch, let her get established, basically make a nuke. And if one of my hives gets weak or starts to fail, I can establish the nuke into the colony. I've never seen that done, and it surprised me that they would accept each other. I'm sure there's a certain way you have to do it to make sure they do accept each other. There's a beekeeper in Australia who likes to take all the frames, put them in the hive box, but dump all the bees out in the front, because he said if the bees go in through the entrance that they'll be accepted. I don't know if that's true, and I know that where you beekeep makes a difference on how you beekeep. So I'm in middle Georgia, so any suggestions on that when I get to that point. But that's the update, and I think it's good news because I was really worried for a second that I had a working layer, and it doesn't look like that's the case. So today me and Hemi, this is Hemi. Today we are planting some pollinating flowers. I think it said it takes 2 million or 20 million flowers for a bee to make 1 pound of honey, but I'm not doing it to provide them food necessarily. I think they're going to probably go much further to get their food than my yard, but I just want to be able to watch them. So right now we have some clover growing in the yard around me. You can see it behind me. But I wanted to have some pretty flowers in the yard that they can pollinate because I just think it'll be nice to watch, nice and relaxing. So that is the update. Thank you guys for watching. And just so you guys know, when I make a video, my last video was 9 minutes. It takes me 24 hours to upload it because our internet is so slow. And I can't use the internet during that time either because it'll actually stop the stream. So we live in the country and our internet's really bad. So if I post a video, it's actually usually about 2 days old. This one might be a little faster because I'm going to upload it with my phone. So, alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a great one. Be nice.